say there was nothing, but you say it with a smile. Whoa.
Oh,
Hey.
no one was ready for that. Welcome to the Fifth Quarter Fantasy Cast. I am your host, Coach V. It's been a long time, and we have a new face, our executive producer, Peepaw.
Oh. Praise people. Welcome to the show.
And we also have Dr. Dry. Don't forget about him. He's important.
I'm still here. Yeah, we didn't cancel me or anything.
The FQL.
All right, we got a lot of people hyped tonight. We got Mr. Joe in the house. We got Superfan Matt. Let's frickin' go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and why are we here in February? I think we just wanted to do a show kind of following the Super Bowl because there's no off season here. We play a lot of Dynasty, a lot of Drynasty, a little bit of everything. We're gonna do a way too early best ball draft later. But first, we did want to get into some of our rookies and that we're really into. We like them young here, so we're a little obsessed with rookies and things like that. Coach V, how has your month been?
It's been a good month. It's been a busy month of activities. A lot of like wheeling and dealing going on in Dynasty right now.
Yeah.
People trying to like offload players. I'm sitting here looking at my bench and I'm like, how do I like get rid of these guys? And I probably way too late to this, but I cut Quentin Johnson this morning. Was like, ha, get
Fuck
rid of that guy.
guy.
Yeah. So now I was thinking, Jim Harbaugh, blah blah blah. But wait a minute. Yes, Jim Harbaugh, blah blah blah. Is
I
that
think
cute?
it's Jim. Yeah, John's the hot one.
Okay. Yeah.
They got Jim. But
But yeah,
yeah,
it's
and
exciting. Super Bowl is over with, so now it's officially like we're just waiting on NFL draft and fantasy draft and player where they're going to land, free agency. It's almost like once fantasy football championships are over with, you just want to get like past the Super Bowl and move on to like
yeah,
the next stuff.
injury free. That's the main thing is I remember watching my guys in the playoffs and I'm like, I hope you lose for two reasons. One, we have a much bigger championship to go for next year, this fantasy championship. So we don't need you getting hurt. So don't get hurt over some meaningless NFL game.
That's silly.
And on top of that, I want them to lose so they're hungry next year trying to get a championship and they don't feel like they can coast. So CMC owners expect another big year next year.
Yes. Yeah,
But
he's angry.
But yeah,
Right.
so a lot of people probably wondering, they've heard the name Peepaw before, but Coach V, you want to give this man an intro?
So Peepaw is a fantastic human who has always been very supportive of the podcast. He's always been not just a supporter, but very good at giving critical instruction or really nice compliments, very specific and detailed, and would watch some episodes all the way through, I think, from beginning to end.
That's
and
rare.
That's a rare trait. So, Peepaw, what do you hope to add to the Fifth Quarter Fantasy Cast?
We're going to add some pizzazz, some excitement, some hot mic drops, and just a really good time.
All right.
That's what I'm
Take it to the
talking
next
about.
level.
Yeah.
And all before 9 p.m.
That's right.
Yes.
Peepaw's on a strict deadline. Turn the hearing aid up, get some warm milk, get to bed.
Yep, get you a little taste of that cow stuff.
There you go.
All right.
So what's our first thing? Are we talking rookies first?
Yeah, I guess. So I didn't prepare for any discount guys, but I am balls deep in rookie research. So we'll just start there. So a few rookies I like. I'm not gonna go over a lot of the first round guys. A lot of other channels have already done that. We know who's who and everything. I'm still gonna stand by my Malik Neighbors over Marvin Harrison Jr. take that no one likes. And the main reason, and I've kind of gone over why, but I am open to changing that opinion if Malik Neighbors ends up with a really crappy landing spot. Like if he ends up with the New York Giants, like Marvin Harrison, and they're right there. I'm not trying to shit on Marvin Harrison or anything. So it's I just have Malik Neighbors a little bit ahead, and I don't think he's like a big time consolation if you get the 1.2 pick, as we saw last year. Bijan Robinson looked like the sure thing at the 1-1, and Jameer Gibbs was the 1-2. And if you got Jameer Gibbs, you were a lot happier than the Bijan owner. So yeah, I mean, I'm here to talk about those guys that are probably going to fall into the second, third round of your rookie drafts, specifically for dynasty. And these are so. With that being said, some of these like second, third round guys in season long, you can probably look for them toward the back end of your draft. Some of these guys shouldn't be drafted on A1 season long, but you're still excited for them for dynasty purposes, maybe for the next couple years or something like that. So basically, a lot of wide receivers and running backs on here. Um, you're gonna recognize some of these names. Hopefully, I'd provide some new names that maybe people haven't thought of before. But these are just guys that I'm in on. So we'll start with, and it's strictly because I've watched film on them and just really liked it. I remember last year, my guy that paused, but I fell in love with Tajay Spears. Just couldn't stop watching his film. Like he's got a very impressive highlight tape. Uh, that guy for me this year is Malachi Corley, Western Kentucky. He is He's a little fella, but he's built like a running back. He's interesting. I know he played at Western Kentucky, but he's just dynamic whenever he gets the ball. Love Malachi Corley. Javon Baker, that guy's a man. Uh, over at UCF, out of UCF, Javon Baker. He's a Senior Bowl guy. So the Senior Bowl, I like to call it the sleeper bowl because you find a lot of sleepers in there. Javon Baker, definitely one of those difference makers. He seems like a real alpha who was just at a smaller school. Think Tank Dell, out of Houston. A lot of people didn't watch him, but the stats were right there. So Javon Baker, Malachi Corley off the bat. Jermaine Burton, out of Alabama, really like him. Just because I think he's one of those guys that has that dog in him. I don't know. I like how he talks shit to the other team and, just really carries himself well. On top of that, a guy that was shining at the Senior Bowl, Roman Wilson, he was separating from everyone in practice, from the reports that I heard. So that was, someone to keep an eye on in like the later rounds. You're probably looking at him late third, early fourth. And then let's see, I'll talk a little bit of running backs. My favorite, Bucky Irving out of Oregon. Love Bucky Irving. I think he's built for that pass catching back that everyone's looking for that can take it to the house, that's shifty. He's got a very impressive take. He also seems to have that dog in him. He's from Chicago, one of the most dangerous cities of all time. So, so we got Bucky Irving, Marshawn Lloyd out of USC. His one cuts are awesome. He can juke people out the gym. Uh, Another guy that I kind of like, but this is where we're gonna get kind of deep. So we're gonna look at Braylon Allen. He's someone I'm kind of in on, but not sure. The reason why I'm in on him is because he's 20 years old. So he can't get into the bars yet. He can't get in any trouble at the bars. So there's that. He's that young. Like you love that in a running back going into the NFL. On top of that, a couple of running backs that are kind of later. Dylan Lobby, look for this guy out of New Hampshire. You can find him super late in the draft. I want to say New Hampshire is FCS, but or something like that. They played against a couple. They're Division two or something. And the two times he got to go against real competition, they really used him. So coaches looked to game plan around this guy. So Dylan Lobby's someone to look for. And he's just a reception machine. He's a stat machine. On the other side of I think he led FCS in yards, Isaiah Davis, out of South Dakota State. So just watch tape on those guys. It's all subjective, but those are some guys that I'm really in on. And unfortunately, at the Senior Bowl, you're not going to see a lot of these highlights unless you really go looking for those practice highlights because a lot of people, a lot of players decided to sit out this year, and that sucks because I wanted to see all these guys go off. But yeah, those are some guys I'm in on. Still doing some research and trying to find that next. Last year I hit on Tajay Spears, Tank Dell, Puka Nakua. So definitely hit on some big names there. So looking to do that again this year and really want our listeners to be able to do the same thing. So that's my rookie report as of right now. Obviously, there's other guys I like too. Troy Franklin, first rounder. I'd put him in that Roma Dunze here. So, yeah, Troy Franklin, watch out if he gets on Kansas City or Buffalo or somewhere with a real landing spot. I think that'll be exciting. And also, I'm out on Caleb Williams. I think he's fucking crazy. So I would not draft Caleb Williams. I wouldn't get near him. Um, I am hoping for his autograph in this card that I'm gonna rip later, because someone will find value in him. So I know a lot of people are in on Caleb Williams, says he's can't miss, but it seems like he's just always in the headlines for some weird reason, and just something that I know I don't want in my fantasy quarterback. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at as far as quarterbacks go. I need to do a better job at looking at quarterbacks, but I think Jaden Daniels would be my favorite there, as out of this rookie class. Which there's his card. So Jaden Daniels represent. Um, so so yeah, that's my rookie report for right now. I know either of you guys, Coach V or Peepaw, you guys have any rookies that you're in on or anything like that, or anyone you're excited about?
A lot of this is once again going to depend on where they land with this draft because you could have someone last year like Quentin Johnston
Yeah.
thinking big things about him, all of a sudden ends up on a team with two stud wide receivers and kind of drops to the wayside. So, do you go to a team like that, or do you head somewhere like Washington that is in desperate need of a little bit of everything? A lot is still going to hinder on that draft results and who goes where.
Yeah, landing spot's so important. I mean, yeah, like my thing, like I don't want to see a receiver on the Giants. Like I don't want Titans is iffy, but you know what? Will Levis might have changed that. So um which I was a big Will Levis doubter, but I drank my Levis latte and atoned for those sins. So as we saw last year. But yeah, landing spot very important, I think.
Levis is a guy we love for fantasy purposes. He loves airing that ball out. He's not dropping dinks and dunks. He is airing that down the field 50 yards, and we love that for fantasy
Yeah.
purposes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate seeing a guy get wasted. I hate seeing him like not like wasted at the bar, but like wasted on a crappy team. Like it's just like, oh,
Right.
why
Yeah.
did you have to go there? I wish more guys would pull like the Eli Manning where it was just like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play there. Just now, not every guy has like a Hall of Fame brother and a Hall of Fame dad that can pull those strings, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sucks. Like anyone who goes to Carolina, you're going in like a really toxic situation. It's not going to work out. Who knows? Like Bryce Young could be a good quarterback. He's just getting like destroyed by a terrible situation in Carolina. So, yeah, I hate to see wasted talent. But I
It's
think
the worst.
I think people are going to appreciate what you've done, Dr. Dry, though, because you've told people who you like, but you've really told people just go, just you. Sometimes you need help. You need to know
Yeah.
a name or two
Let
to
me put
Google.
you on to these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're
And
not
then
saying
you
go
judge if you
Google.
like them or not.
Yeah, but at least you have a place to start. Like you have like names to type into YouTube, and you can just check them out instead of just being out there and letting it all come to you, and you don't know what to do with it. So I think that's helpful in and of itself.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've always been hesitant about doing that because I do play Dynasty, and I bet the 3 people in here play Dynasty with me, so now they know where I'm going in the draft. But for the betterment of 5th Quarter Fantasy Cast, I'm willing to do that. So anyway, I remember last year I kept everything so close to my chest and, like, didn't really give too much. So this year, just being honest, and it feels good. So anyway, yeah, check those guys out. And also, it's all a big hunch. I had a good year last year. I'm probably not going to have another 2023 in rookie drafts ever again. But if I hit on a couple of these guys, no homo, but if I hit on a couple of these guys, then we'll be just fine. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of my early rookie report. As things come out, there are going to be people who there are like different levels to the off season in Dynasty. So I mean, once like we have the combine coming up, someone's going to shoot up because they ran a 4.3 or something. Um, We have, some players are going to probably skip the combine. Like I bet like some of the big name guys skip the combine, but if you don't have the 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, what do you care, right? So, you're looking to see some of those other guys. Another guy that kind of, and I forgot about him, Ricky Pearsall I think that's his name, out of Florida. And I hate drafting Florida receivers because I feel like they don't pan out. Think Kadarius Toney, think Aaron Hernandez, bunch of other guys out of Florida that just haven't panned out, or Percy Harvin with his headaches. Um,
Empty.
just a lot, like kind of a long list of like Florida guys who don't work out. Damian Pierce disappointed us on the God Squad last year. But Ricky Pearsall, he can catch about anything. His highlights are fun too. So definitely, lots of cool guys to check out and everything. And then one thing that I did not do was check out guys that we might be able to get at a discount, but my man Coach V did that.
Hey. Oh, so I guess it's time to do our never forget that you can still get, we're still sponsored by
Speaking
Underdog.
of discounts,
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. If you want to get your $100 deposit at Underdog matched, use code fifth quarter fantasy at checkout, and they'll match up to $100 worth. Um, we don't have a lot of subscribers, but they still have hung with us through the difficult early years, and so we appreciate Underdog for that. We're gonna do an Underdog draft later, and yeah. So if you're doing these way too early best ball drafts, get an extra $100, feed the family, or just feed your addiction to gambling,
yeah,
whichever one is for you.
yeah,
So
yeah, feed the family or F the family, whatever you need to do with that. I just lost $50 of the Drum family fortune on the Super Bowl. I was doing squares and, well, I guess they're maybe closer to 100 or so. So, I was trying to become a hundredaire in the worst way, and I just missed on everything. Uh, so that happened just a couple days ago. Um, but Coach V, speaking of other discounts, let's see
yeah.
who we can get on the cheap for next year.
So I don't think this is like brain busting right here, but I just thought I was just trying to think through teams that ended like on a down note, or players who ended on a down note, or players who were hurt last year who we might be able to get at a relative discount, some of which would be like one round less or a few picks back. Some might be a little bit deeper discount. So the Eagles just like were on a terrible skid to finish the year. I would imagine all your Eagles assets, Hurts, Brown, Smith, even Donkey Teeth, if you're still into Donkey Teeth. I feel like he took a big hit this year. But those people are going to be priced at a little bit better price range, but you got to believe that the Eagles can turn it around next year. But having such a down year, I feel like you still believe in Hurts. Smith was the most steady receiver on the squad. Brown was really up and down. So those are players that you may not be thinking about because they had such a bad end of the year that you might get a discount on. The Dolphins, who ended the year kind of meh. Um, Obviously, like Tua was a discount player this year. He's probably going to be a little bit more expensive, I would imagine. But I think Waddle was kind of quiet, but he's still on that offense. He's still got all the weapons around him. So Waddle, you can get a little bit better discount.
He was a little hurt last year too. Like I think
Yeah,
there was like more to his little nagging injuries than we thought. And
yeah.
but yeah, I think he's definitely still a buy low candidate right now.
Um, Not much of a discount, but we didn't see a lot of Joe Burrow last year, so he could be at a little bit of a discount just because you haven't seen him in a while. And Jamar Chase had such a meh year without Joe Burrow, so people got short memories, especially like the more casual players. So you could see like Burrow and Chase at a little bit better of a price. Probably not a huge discount, but a little bit better than you were paying like this year or last year. Um, JT with the Colts. If you still are a JT guy, remember we didn't see JT on the field with Anthony Richardson at all. We don't know what that looks like. That could be an interesting combination there. And so JT's going to be at a discount. he's going to be playing with Anthony Richardson at the same time. That could mean Richardson's just eating up all the carries and JT's not getting anything, or it could be Richardson's loosening up the offense and JT's getting some good quality runs. He was on our S the B award multiple times, but Tony Pollard will probably be more appropriately priced this year. He finished the year RB14. His price wasn't RB14. This year, if he was to finish RB14, his price will probably RB14 price. So you won't be as angry with how much you spent on him this year. So he's someone that everyone would probably be out on. But if he's like a later round guy and he's finishing top 20, top 15 RB, you're probably happy with what happened there.
And here's the thing with Tony Pollard. So I don't know if they're disappointed in him or not. But if he stays on the roster and they sign like a Derrick Henry or some sort of big name free agent to come in, and Tony Pollard reverts back to that role that he had with Ezekiel Elliott, that's not a bad thing, because Tony Pollard did finish as an RB1 whenever he was splitting time like that. So maybe he's more effective like that. And yes, of course, you want the 100% workload and things like that. But for that unique case, like a lot of people are going to be like, oh no, he's splitting time. And it's like, it's Tony Pollard splitting time. He built different, dog. So, he's going to need that to, return back to form where he finished like what, RB3 or something like that when he was splitting time. So, possibly a good thing if you're, a lot of people will see it one way, but people have short memories in fantasy. So if you think about it, 2 years ago, he was splitting time. Whenever he was the guy, he didn't do shit. But whenever he was splitting time, he looked pretty dang good. So definitely, another angle that you can kind of think of Tony Pollard from.
So those are just a few of my guys. I just thought those were interesting players who ended the year in weird ways. And cute. And cute. So some of this might play out in our best ball draft. We might have some opportunities to play out some of these scenarios, whether it's these rookies or it's these like discounted guys. So we're going to do that here in a little bit. But before we do that, we have a special message. Oh yeah. Wearing this.
Stay tuned for this message from Duke's Mayonnaise. Hey, Robert! Yeah, Ted? Wanna hear a joke? Yeah. Knock, knock. Who's there? Hellman's. Hellman's who? Hell, man, if it ain't Duke's, I don't want it.
Thanks, Robert.
All
and
right.
Ted.
Thanks, Robert. Thanks, Ted. Appreciate that. Those guys they're pals. They're pals.
Always got.
Yeah, they're a good time for sure. So we're going to get into our best ball draft. Before we get into that, there are 3 of us now, so we're letting Peepaw in on the action to win millions. And we're all 3 going to be drafting here. So I guess let's do how we determine who wants to go first, second, third round. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, that sounds fun. Okay.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right.
Okay.
Rock, paper,
scissors, shoot. Oh, all right. Dr. Dry's out.
Yeah, I feel like my camera was faster, but
rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, Peeps, what pick you want?
Let's go round 2.
You want round 2? All right, Vinny, you want 1 or 3?
I want 3. Too much pressure on the first round.
Yes.
Right, I'll go first round. Do we want to do 1 through 3, then 3 through 1?
Oh, that sounds like we're going to get confused.
Yeah, we're going to mess that up. All right, so I'll go first, Peep second,
Yep.
Coach third. All
There
right.
we go.
So
There we
I'm going to share my screen. I haven't done this in forever. So let me find that. I think it's on present. Share screen.
Nice. You're doing it.
So people, you're in control of the soundboard because I'm going to be preoccupied with this. So Underdog Fantasy right now, they have a couple of contests where if you're a nasty addict like we are with fantasy football, you can join the little board or the big board, which is like a way too early 2024. And we're gonna do the little board because it's only a $3 entry, and we only have $48 in our account off of our winnings last year when we put 200 in. So we recouped about a fourth of our money, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and start with the little board. And right now, if you guys did want to join the little board, it's like pretty full. Like I think it's like 80 something % full. So we're just gonna enter that. Yeah, money's no issue. We have $3. So people, have you ever done a best ball draft on Underdog?
Not an underdog, just a sleeper.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're familiar with what it is and everything. And this one, it looks like it's filling up kind of fast. I believe it's a nice 12 teamer. We'll find out our draft order here soon. But we're the fifth quarter fantasy with the green little dog.
Maybe a Zippy 106 will be.
I hope so. Also, I'm going to take this opportunity to rip some cards real quick. Got this Sage 2024 Low Series Football, 3 autographs per pack. I got like a bunch of junk cards that were like in these see-through packs, whereas this one's actually sealed, and apparently there's 3 autographs in it. So let's hope for something good.
Come on,
Well,
big
those
money.
suck.
No.
No. I got Kyron Amagagi, Amari Huggins Bruce, and Javarius Johnson. Oh, are you guys talking? I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, somebody farted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I know we were having some sound issues at first. I'm hoping that they don't carry on just because I switched to my screen and everything. But yeah, basically it has like your best overall down here. We can put players in the queue to make things easier. Because Coach V and I have gotten screwed on this, where we think we have more time than we have.
Yeah.
All right, so we are.
Where are we picking?
Where are we picking? Oh, of course we're at 10. Damn it!
Man,
What do we have to do to get up here?
we
Like
never get a top round.
never. And like the one that I did by myself, I was picked 10, and it really sucked.
It's like, do you have to pay extra to be at the front of the line? I don't get it.
Oh no. So pick 10. And I hate drafting from a laptop, but
This is
all
full
right, we're
PDF,
looking at like Puka, Jahmyr Gibbs, Garrett Wilson, AJ Brown. So basically like this is great for like your upcoming season longs in a few months. Like this is what things are kind of looking like. What you can kind of expect in August, September is like something that looks like that. And if you see that, you're pretty happy with a top 6 pick.
Yeah.
So CMC's off the board.
Yeah, people ain't messing around because CMC was going a little bit, like mid first round last year. People aren't messing around with it.
Yeah, I saw the first time I did this draft earlier was, like last week. I saw Justin Jefferson go with the 5th pick.
That's a discount. That's a real discount.
It is.
Now, some of that could be like who's throwing the ball, but we know JJ's quarterback proof.
Yeah, yeah, he's fine. He had like Josh Dobbs for Christ's sakes. Which I don't know. He maybe played with him just a little bit, maybe one game.
Maybe one. Yeah.
That guy, I think he just got auto drafted.
Yeah, he definitely got auto drafted at the 4th pick. Really? So Brees Hall before CD.
Yeah, CD at 6 seems like a steal. All right, Bijan's gone. All right, we're up in 2 picks. I'm going Puka or Gibbs. All right.
Yep, Puka it is.
I'm gonna go Puka.
Yeah.
All right. And then who's second?
I got you.
Peepaw?
Yep.
All right. So which direction would you like to go, sir?
All right, so we have what, 6 more picks left until us? We got
4.
4 more.
And I can scroll more if you want.
Yeah, scroll down just a smidge. The rookies are so tough with Marvin Harrison. Where is he going?
Right. I saw him go at the 2-2 last time.
Really?
That seems early too.
Yeah. All right, we're up.
All right, who's up top now? Yeah, Nico.
Byron's up top. Nico, DJ.
Let's go with Achan.
I like that. That's what I would have suggested if it
In a
was me.
best ball draft, I think he's a stud, knowing what he can do on any given week. And if he flops or doesn't get a good game for whatever reason, you can always assume another guy's gonna get plugged in his place.
Right. There you go. I love the HM pick there.
Yeah.
All right. So
But yeah, you see how good that 2023 class was. Like so many are just up near the top. Rashee Rice. I think they have Rashee Rice a little high, but
yeah.
This is the thing I like about the best ball drafts too, is you're not necessarily getting a bust in a week where you start a guy and he got injured in the first drive of the game. A lot of these guys are going to have some big play potential, and they got good tracks of from the previous season, so you can kind of use that to make your selections for this year, assuming nothing dramatic changes with the team and coordinators and such as well.
right. And so yeah, I kind of like this view where you can see how other people are building as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is 1 QB. Why are you taking Josh Allen that early?
Yeah.
But then again, we wait for the Kirk Cousins of the world. So who are we?
It's just a nice way to live.
It's a luxury.
I did take him in second round last year. I will say it was nerve-wracking, but seeing him finish as the quarterback 1 was comforting to see he's worth the price.
And he's been that way for a few years too.
He's got a track record for it.
You know what pick I super hate is Vogel 2010 drafted Stephon Diggs in the second. Yeah, Stephon Diggs sucks, man. Like you couldn't pay me to draft him in the 8th round.
Yeah. I mean, last off season they had all the drama. There could be more drama this off season with him.
I think Bell's gonna go soon.
Oh man. I mean, if he's there, I'm taking him. Like
we must.
But I don't think he's gonna make it.
Oh, and so we need a QB, RB, wide receiver, tight end. What? Hang on.
Yeah, it never has the like breakdown.
Yeah, it just has who you picked and
Never
all that.
easily accessible ever.
I think it starts one tight end, one quarterback. I know this one's not super flex.
All right, this guy's gonna get auto drafted to tank.
Oh,
Whoa.
He's not. There's no way he makes it.
No.
Okay, so if he doesn't make it, who we
yeah.
got rolling here?
So we got Laporta, Pittman, ETN, Mike Evans, Malik
We got neighbors
Neighbors,
out there too.
Waddle.
Hmm. Man, Laporta's way up there, huh?
Hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, he's replaced Travis Kelce as that number one tight end, if you think about it.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
he played like it.
Hmm.
He certainly played like it. I'm not remembering what was
Oh,
Pittman's like.
auto
Oh,
draft.
auto draft to
Damn it.
tank.
They didn't deserve tank.
They didn't even want him. All right, so our boy Malik Neighbors get wild with it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go Neighbors. Let's get wild.
Let's get wild.
Let's
Let's
have
get
some fun.
wild. I like it.
What teams are possibly in on him?
I think anywhere from like 5 to 10.
Okay.
Like pick 5 to pick 10.
Yeah. There goes Laporta. Lamar. Look at this. I mean, we've got Travis Kelce in the third round,
Yeah.
fourth round.
I mean, that's someone you didn't talk about earlier, but sleeper picks, based on the way he ended the season and not the stud that he started the season at. So either A, his age is getting to him, or B, people are just getting worried about his performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and for the
I'm
betterment
going
of their
Stroud.
yeah, yeah.
Do it.
Just because he's fun.
Well, and like to the detriment of all fantasy, the Chiefs have become laser focused on winning playoff games, winning championships, and they are not a. They don't give a rip about the regular season anymore.
Right.
And so it's like I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Once again, the Chiefs are no different. They're hard to predict.
Right. Right.
Like you feel okay about Pacheco. I feel more okay about Pacheco this year than last year.
Yeah.
So we got our quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah. I normally don't go QB that early, but I don't know. It felt right. I was like, you know what? Like, I like what we're building here. We got, you know, two really good wide receivers, running back who can break off 2 hundo at any time, and it's best ball. So we want those ceiling games, you know?
That's exactly what the best ball.
Yeah.
Ooh, so like the steady running backs are coming off now, like White and Pacheco.
I do like Rashad White, our Lord and Savior Rashad White.
Who was it? Who,
Ben.
that's right. That's right.
Man, those are some crappy autograph cards that I got. What a waste of money.
How much does a pack cost?
So this box was like 20,
Yeah.
and it was about 60 cards.
Okay.
I mean, but like I bought a pack like, you know, last week and I got this holographic Rasheed Rice.
Super Bowl winning Rasheed Rice.
Yes.
Did you put it in that plastic or was it already in there?
Oh, I put it in there. I protect my good cards.
Nice.
All right, so what do we have starting each week in this? Is it 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, or what's the roster
I remember.
for each week?
I think you can. There's a way to see it. Um,
2 wide? No.
I don't know. I think it's like 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 quarterback, and then a flex. Or I think it might be 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, tight end, and a flex. And it's just best ball from there.
Yeah.
But Peepaw is up in the next 7 picks.
All right. I really like Roma Dunze too.
Yeah. That's the thing. I remember I drafted a shit ton of rookies like last week. Look at this guy, 4 wide receivers. We'll have to look at his team in a minute.
Yeah, he's just stacking up.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
See if it pays off.
We'll see if it pays off.
So right now we got
he went 4 wide receivers and a tight end. Tank the draft junkie.
see, like, this is what you were talking about, Joe Burrow at a discount.
Yeah. He wasn't going this far down last year.
Nah. Which way you thinking, Vince?
And
Or wait, Peepaw, right?
you know, we don't know where Josh Jacobs is ending up. Correct? He's kind of in another situation as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like him and Derrick Henry are like the same right now.
Oh, you know who is there though? Nick Chubb is projected to be healthy at the beginning of the season.
Think so.
I'd say we roll there.
All right.
That's what I was thinking.
You want me to cue him up?
I like that. That seems like it's a good
Huge
pick this
discount.
late in the draft.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I like that. That was sneaky.
Yeah.
All right. Now Coach V will be up in 4 picks.
All right. So we've got QB, 3 RBs, 2 RBs.
2 RBs, 2 wide receivers.
Okay.
Your boy's right there.
Oof. I don't know. I don't think I'm down on him.
You are?
Yeah. Unless Dawson Knox moves on and they learn how to
Oh yeah.
use the rest of their weapons appropriately.
Yeah.
I
Damn,
mean,
was Trey McBride ranked tight end 4?
yeah, he had a lot of big games.
That's crazy. You want me to keep going down on this?
Man. Let's see.
So Mixon, for example, I believe he was a top. I don't know if he was top 5 or top 8 running back. And he was a finished pretty solid for the season last year as well.
You know, let's get Montgomery.
Where's he at?
A little further down, right there. Let's get him for his
1.
That's why we cue it.
Good.
Just, I mean, golly, I mean, he had that one big game. He had a few big games. Then he was steady. As long as he stays on the field, they figured out a way to have 2,000-yard rushers on that team. And I don't think we're going to get any other Lions in this draft, I don't think.
Yeah, and as you said last year, I want a piece of that action.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, where's that? All right, so that one guy, he's got Jamar Chase, Debo Samuel, DK Metcalf, T. Higgins, Mark Andrews.
I don't like it at all.
Me either. I think his
How
team
do you-
sucks.
How do you take 4 wide receivers and you don't have like more than one stud?
Maybe he is tanking. Yeah, I'm trying to think whose team I like the best. Probably ours.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you got that Corlandino going pretty Chief heavy. Rice, Mahomes, and Pacheco.
Yeah, that's weird.
Dang.
He's thinking with the wrong head.
Yeah.
All right, Jefferson, Ayuk, Harrison, Addison, it's Walker, Tyson. I love how he's drafting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
He's
draft.
got a good draft going.
Yep.
Dang, yeah.
Kind of like, let's see, U-Dog fan, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Lamar Jackson, Cooper Kupp, Trey McBride, George Pickens. That's not a bad draft.
Is George Pickens gonna be a Steeler?
I don't know. He seems miserable there.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, I mean, it's like if my quarterbacks were Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, Mason Root. I don't know how you have that 3 that are that bad and you
Yeah.
don't go get anyone else.
I think you got a good chance they pick one of those, 8 quarterbacks this year in the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Brock Bowers sitting right there too.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
What about any of that Green Bay receiving core out there besides Christian Watson?
Yeah, he sucks. Jaden Reed already went. He would be the piece I would want. There's Dobbs. All of a sudden, I don't like anyone here.
Yeah. So see, there's Pollard still sitting out there,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and we're what? We're in the Pollard's not for us in this situation, but we're in the 7th round.
Yeah.
So we're talking from like 2 to 7.
Well, he's gone now. I'm leaning Bowers, and he's already got a tight end, so we're probably going to get Bowers. Heads up, we'll probably want to get another tight end.
Hey, last year was the year for good rookie tight end
Mhm.
play.
I think that was a slump that was broken because traditionally you don't ever want to go with rookie tight ends, and
Right.
they kind of
Right.
exploded last year.
All right.
Right.
So, Peepaw's next.
All right.
So we have 1 QB, 3 RBs, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end.
All right. Scroll through that list a little bit.
Oh, damn, TJ Hawkinson's. I know he's hurt, but
Ooh. Oh, we got Donkey Chief. Oh, nice. Yeah, filter wide receivers.
and you're up with 25 seconds.
All right, go to quarterbacks. Ugh.
5 seconds.
Let's go with Herbert.
Flip swing. I thought my finger slipped and I missed it. No, I love that. Herbert there.
Yeah.
And he's another guy. And especially you have a new head coach that
Yeah.
can change up their system. I mean, they're a prime environment for a good season.
Yeah. Things could be really fun there this year.
Yeah.
Man, look at that. I mean, like Raheem Mostert's sitting out there. Now, this year could have been just like the craziest year for him, and he never does anything like that again. But if you just
Yeah.
go off last year, Raheem Mostert is not a 8th, 9th round pick at all.
No.
Hey, so Raheem Mostert, most years he's hurt by week 1.
Right.
I think it's like most years that he's been there. Like he doesn't make it past like week 4 or something.
I mean, it was like week to week this year. We were like, oh, this is the week he gets hurt.
Right. And
This
he
is the
never
week
got hurt.
he never got hurt. Hmm. We have a well-rounded team. We got a little bit of everybody.
I don't mean to
Luka,
brag or anything,
Achan.
but the one best ball draft I did come in first place. So
Hey.
saying, throwing that out there.
So Brock Bowers is a team that might be looking at him as the Chargers. That could be a cool sneaky stack
Yeah,
if
that'd
it
be fun.
happens.
Because they have a bunch of mid-range tight ends there, I believe. No one that's really
Yeah.
a standout.
I remember I tried to beat Vinny last year with Donald Parham, but he couldn't score me 2 points. You remember that game?
I remember that game. You were having like a bad day. I think you lost a lot across a lot of leagues that weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think so I think it was like I could have started any of my other 2 or 3 tight ends and they would have gotten the 3 points necessary to win, but
Yeah.
he couldn't score anything. I was like, "Ooh, Donald Parham in a smash start." No. Looks like we might have started a run on people getting that quarterback,
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Man, if Hawkinson's still sitting there,
Yeah.
I think I'd be okay with that.
How's
Because
the chat doing? Do we have any chats going on?
Hawkinson. Matt told us to take Sam Laporta 20, 30 minutes ago.
Oh, dang. Vogel, the one with the shitty team, took TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah, I saw that.
What a dipstick.
No.
All right, so Coach V, you're up in 4 picks.
All right. Okay, there goes Mostert.
Ooh.
I
See,
guess
this is how
Filter-
you fall in love with rookies. Like you see no one that you like, and then it happens.
Yep.
Filter for tight end. Are there any steady tight ends still sitting out there?
Donkey Teeth, Dalton Shits. Not really.
Yeah. Let's see.
And we're up with the next pick.
Yeah. What about wide receiver? We'll just
Yeah, we
find
could
something.
use a wide receiver.
I mean, I don't hate Jacoby Myers here, but who's going to be the quarterback? Yeah, let's just get Jacoby Myers. He had enough boom games last year, I guess.
That sounds nice. And he's our wide receiver 3. So, I mean.
Yeah. But yeah, we're about to get into like Dr. Dry rookie territory here soon.
Yeah, this is where it's going to pay off.
Things are about to get nasty.
I'm going to get Zamir White here. He's probably going to be the starter in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
But a lot of people are still on the Josh Jacobs train. Zamir White looked great.
He looked fantastic.
Yep. So, and now he's on the 5th Quarter Fantasy Cast team.
Yes. Oh.
So that's good. Was it my turn to take there? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I was just like, it's my turn. So now Peepaw has to wait 16 picks
Can you go out to the board?
to the board.
Yeah.
Do y'all like watching it this way when we have the big gap?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's much easier to follow. So I feel like we need to, I don't know, just my opinion, but I feel like we need to hit on receiver soon. Yeah, look at that idiot taking Keon Coleman over Troy Franklin. What makes it tricky is we don't have landing spots
Nope.
for these rookies. So you kind of have to project that. Bake it in there.
Trying to see what Tyler Lockett finished.
Oh, they struggled. The entire team struggled towards the end of the year last year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was wide receiver 32.
Yeah.
But what was Metcalf? 21. Okay. See, they usually finish closer to one another, but their prices are way different. But this past year, they finished pretty far apart.
What was that other tight end's name in Green Bay that went off at the end of last year? That wasn't Musgrave.
Tyler Croft or
Yeah.
Kraft?
He
Can't remember. One of those.
Tucker Kraft.
River
You're
Craig.
up in 6 picks, so
All right.
yeah, a lot of these rookies are starting to come to the forefront.
Mm-hmm. Filter out to wide receivers. Yeah. Okay, get out of there. Look. I mean, I don't mind Jerry Jeudy. The question is, who's the quarterback going to be?
Yeah, a better quarterback could change that a lot, but
Definitely.
Well, doesn't matter. He's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, it gets real gross, man.
It's
oh, I think I know what I want to do.
Okay. Oh, are you thinking Chase Brown?
No.
Turn back the clock with Matt Stafford?
oh,
Right.
Colt did. Let's go with Lad McConkey.
Lad McConkey.
Yeah. Let's take a shot.
He may be
Where's he
white, but his rhymes is tight.
Where's Lad McConkey from?
Georgia.
Okay. And he's a white man?
Yeah. And his
All right.
name's Lad.
That's so cute.
I think so.
A sweet
Little
lad.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance for us to expose ourselves to Pat Fryman.
Well, you want to open up that trench coat for him?
I just think we didn't get to realize that dream last year, and I want to start this year off strong, and I want to expose myself to Pat Fryermuth.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Exposed. Can't
So we
believe we
got
did that live.
our steady tight end now. Old
Yep.
Pat.
We got our wild tight end and our steady tight end.
And
So, how much grosser is it gonna get? Oh no,
No.
we've
Are
got.
you kidding me? Jesus.
All right, so we're about to be in round 13, and it's 20 rounds, so it's gonna get a lot nastier.
I might have to just defer all my late picks to you, because it feels like those would all be best served with rookies.
Yeah. Oh, there's Bucky Irving.
There's a lot of running backs I like in here.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Feel
getting out of that, like, they need to be proven commodities phase, and now it's just like take a risk phase. And so a lot of ugly players start getting appealing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely more running backs that I like than wide receivers, which seems weird. Ugh. It's disgusting.
Like Marvin Mims, he basically was only getting like punt return looks. If he could get more actual playing time with a good quarterback, he could be a good player. But that's a lot of ifs.
Yeah. Fuck. Bucky Irving just went. Ugh. So nasty. Wait, am I up? Yeah, I'm up.
Yes.
Yeah.
No way. Did someone take him? You know what? Screw ADP. I mean, if you don't like anybody, just go get the next guy that you want. See, yeah, so this is the trap that I always feel like I fall into in best ball is I love those rookies.
It's all right. It's a different strategy.
I mean, the old guys is ass. And I'm going to draft him quick so that they know that we mean it.
Well, that'll put Brass Seedass on the clock faster. Oh,
Yeah.
Wasn't ready for that.
he was like,
Receivers.
what?
Oh, he's on auto. So is U-Dog fan. Like, if you
Oh.
see that little shield, then they're on auto,
Yeah.
which means it is Peepaw's turn very quickly.
Yep.
Soon.
But see, they're on auto, but it's sitting there.
Oh. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
All right, do a little scrolly scroll.
Scrolly scroll.
Ooh. Keaton Mitchell, when he was given those opportunities last year, when he was healthy, he was good.
Yeah. I like Keaton Mitchell.
I like that pick. Go with that pick.
All right. You want to let the people know we mean it?
Absolutely.
Here you go, Colt Gas.
With a torn ACL, he should be back next year, start of the season. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Hopefully Colt Gas wasn't ready and he gets auto picked Baker Mayfield.
If only they knew we had 3 people selecting for one team. Like,
3 on
a
1.
lot of those guys know what they want to do so quickly.
We think triple is quick. So Coach V's up next, but he's 16 picks away. So we can switch to this view. And we've still got that long to go.
Yeah. Ooh, the Gus bus getting picked up.
Can't beat that.
There's still a lot of value here to be had.
I do really like the Keaton Mitchell pick.
Yeah,
Mhm.
great best ball pick.
He didn't play much of the year, but just came on at the end.
I mean, he
Yeah,
was
I
like
remember.
they were like like spin the rest of your fab on Keaton Mitchell. Like he was that.
Hmm.
Yeah. But like I feel like everybody said that a week early.
Yeah,
And at least I know that's kind of how I got him was like I picked him up and then he didn't do anything. And then I think I dropped him and then he did something. And I was like, well, that didn't work out very well.
yeah.
I think W Dunks is a dynasty guy.
A lot of rooks.
Lots of young, yeah. Yeah, you can tell he plays.
Yeah,
Just with the amount of young guys. He's like two rookie running backs in a row. He's probably going who's the next rookie up? Probably like Xavier Legette or something.
Oh, you're trying to Tony Romo this one? Oh man, I wanted a. Oh man,
That would have been cool. I don't even know if Xavier Legette's even up soon.
you were trying to
Oh,
Tony.
he's right there.
But if you think about it, the best ball draft is the time to do the rookies because you don't have to sit on them as you would in another league and waiting for them to pan out.
Yeah.
If they do great one
Right.
week, great.
Right. Coach V is 5 picks away. Who do we want to look at?
Let's keep looking at receivers. Say Burks, Palmer, Mingo, Bateman, Reynolds. Oh, Noah Brown. Hey, A.T. Perry, that could be interesting.
Yeah. At this point, who cares about the ADP?
Yeah.
Never too early.
All right, go to RBs, but I'm thinking A.T. Perry.
All right.
Madison. Huh? Oh man. We used
So,
to
is there
love.
any possibility that Miles Sanders has a bounce back season,
I don't
or we
think
think
so.
he's phased out?
I've written him off.
All right, let's do A.T. Perry.
All right. A.T. Gary? What do you think AT stands for? Ass toucher?
I was definitely gonna. My guess was gonna start with ass. That's for sure. Maybe tickler.
Ass tickler? Ass tickler Perry?
It's just a different form of touching. It's all touching.
Yeah. You know what? You know how many quarterback injuries we had last year, and
I was
then
going to say we
some.
need another quarterback.
Yeah, I think I'm going Will Levis.
Fun.
Because and it was mostly in Superflex because we had put it off so far. But it really sucks whenever you get to like those late weeks and you just don't have a quarter, like you are not rostering, you're not starting a quarterback.
Yeah,
Like that sucks
that was hard.
because all your guys got hurt.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Tank the Draft Junkie started out with what, 4 wide receivers, and now he only has 6.
Whoa.
And we have 6. We're pretty like nice and balanced.
Yeah, like throughout. Like we were taking different types of players throughout.
Yeah. Puka, Devon Achan, Malik Neighbors, CJ Stroud, Nick Chubb, David Montgomery, Brock Bowers, Justin Herbert, Jacoby Myers, Zamir White, Lad McConkey, Pat Fryermuth, Malachi Corley, Keaton Mitchell, A.T. Perry, Will Levis. I kind of like this team.
It's good work.
It's deep.
It's exposed.
Yeah. Sploy might be a dynasty guy too. Trey Benson, Xavier Worthy. There was another guy, Drake May. I don't know. It's hard to tell. All right, we got 4 rounds left.
Almost.
The other thing that sucks about doing it this early is you don't know bye weeks. So, I mean, what if you picked 2 quarterbacks that have the same bye week, and your other one's injured? I mean, you're
Yeah. Yeah, I know in season long and dynasty, I don't pay any attention to bye weeks. Just because like if there is that issue, like that 1 week's gonna suck, but all the other weeks are gonna be
Yeah.
easy.
But yeah, in best ball, bye week is like maybe the one time it,
Right. This is where it can truly affect you.
especially with the NFL doing like late bye weeks now, which is like really weird.
Ugh.
and where you have the 6 teams that are on bye in 1 week where it makes no sense.
Yeah. It's like it could be better balanced.
I mean, I guess it's possible in best ball between injuries and bye weeks, people have no quarterbacks quite often.
Yeah. All right, peeps, you're up soon. You still see a lot of running backs that you like or no?
Oh, yeah, that's dropped off.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Frank Gore's still out there.
No, he's perfect for someone else's team.
He's a little old. Someone told me, I haven't watched much Frank Gore Jr. Film, but I've heard that he's the opposite of his dad. Like he's like a fast guy.
Yeah.
Josh Reynolds is a good pick. He's a explosive guy.
Yeah.
Where's Marshawn Lloyd from?
USC. He's one of those rookie RBs that I like. Ah,
So the next tight end on the board is Noah Fant, or who's the next highest tight end?
Davis Allen. We
All
got
right.
7 seconds.
Yeah, just go with Marshawn Lloyd.
Hey,
It's a good pick there.
Yeah, it's a rookie. Can't go wrong.
Right. All right, Coach V, who you want?
all right.
We're still very good. 3 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 6 wide receivers, 2 tight ends.
Mm, hmm. Let's see. Yeah, let's just look at some receivers here. Gosh.
Julio Jones so low on the list.
All right, Justice Hill, Zeke.
15
I'd
seconds.
rather just get another quarterback at this point.
All right.
There's a solid ones out there still.
Yeah, like,
5 seconds.
but just take Russ.
Ah,
That's better than Russ. There
Yes.
we go.
yeah. I was like, I don't know. I just hate Russ. I just didn't click
Don't
his
take-
name.
Yeah, don't take Russ.
Which he actually did okay. Like he probably wouldn't have been a bad pick there.
Yeah, but he may not even be a starter.
No,
I
it's
think
possible.
I would have missed the star, and we would have got AJ Dillon though. Which
Yeah. Who would you rather have, Russell Wilson or AJ Dillon?
Do I
Oh,
have to pick?
do I have to stay alive?
I take Russell Wilson and start him at my running back position. Yo, Russ was QB 14.
As our
somehow.
fourth QB, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So this late, I'm just gonna get my guy in there.
Which one is he?
Javon Baker.
Nice.
He's the UCF guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just if you watch his film, he's like just sometimes you see a receiver out there and you're like, that guy's just an alpha. Like, and it doesn't matter if they went to a small school, like you can tell that they do good when the lights shine bright and stuff. That's
Yeah.
kind of how I see him.
All right.
You're talking like Randy Moss.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he's probably gonna be better than Randy Moss, but just kidding. But maybe puts up wide receiver 3 numbers or something. Noah Brown was kind of a good pick there at the 19-1.
Mm-hmm. We got what, 2 rounds left?
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah,
look at
so-
tight ends.
Yeah, so I already got mine, so we'll look at
Okay, you're going next. Yep.
Yeah, but don't take Donald Parham. He sucks. Brevin Jordan.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, because he filled in for
That might be a good.
Schultz for a bit when he was out.
Oh yeah, Dalton Schultz is still there. I forgot about that. Man, because I remember him starting, and I was like, is he the guy now? But like Dalton Schultz is still pretty young.
Yeah. The only thing Dawson Knox is good for is blocking.
Right.
Yuck.
Yeah. Some of those guys look like created players. I'm gonna let it ride. I've got someone in the queue so we can look a little longer.
You know, I don't mind MVS due to his he just has a bunch of one-off games every now and then.
Too. Yeah.
I mean, in
I-
best ball, that might be good.
He's not a weekly starter, but I mean, when Mahomes is thrown to him, he's targeting him and he's getting those massive plays downfield too.
Yeah.
Why not?
He's much more useful than Sky Butthole Moore
Yes.
Ugh.
and way better than Kadarius Butthole Tony.
He probably isn't even in KC next year.
Yeah. You want to go MVS?
Yes.
All right.
Say yes to the MVS. Mm,
All right.
feel good.
So at the end, it like kind of shows a ranking of like what our projected points are compared to everyone else. Since we have a lot of rookies, it'll probably be no surprise if you see 12th. But yeah, that's kind of how you want to play these. Like you want like 7, 8, 9 receivers.
We've got so Stroud is our. No, we got Herbert and Stroud. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're looking
Yeah,
pretty good.
I think we're in really good shape at quarterback.
I think maybe like at RB, we don't. Who's our steady guy at RB? I guess like Chubb.
Achan,
Mhm.
Chubb, Montgomery.
Chubb and Montgomery.
Yeah, because
Samir White might be a
Achan.
good surprise.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then I think we just kind of took some shots on Keaton Mitchell if when healthy.
Mhm.
Marshawn Lloyd we're taking a shot on.
The one thing I like about Keaton Mitchell and Achan is speed. And every year you can
Yeah.
see these guys who just have that raw speed. There's just another level of talent to them.
Yeah.
yeah, they were kind of the same guy this year, just different teams.
Mm-hmm.
We thought Achan was going to be it all year, but he was just more of a short-term awesome.
Right.
But hopefully he has a
There's
healthy year because
OBJ. Yeah, OBJ
Oh.
went.
No.
I don't know why you'd waste your time with that.
Oh, man, he's going to find out about it. And he's going to feel really good about himself.
Like, oh, I got drafted in a best ball draft. I feel like a lot of people wanted Chris Rodriguez to be a thing last year, and it never
Mhm.
really became a thing.
That was
Damn,
kind
that
of
guy's got 10 wide receivers.
here comes number 11.
I think we only have 2 tight ends. But we did expose ourselves to Pat Fryermuth.
That's all you need to do.
Exposure. We could email this exposure. All right. So what I want to do is look at should have like where we're ranked. All right. 2007-88. And then yeah, like you'll see people with more.
Right.
But I think we're right there in the thick of it. Oh no.
Oh, no.
But yeah, that's everything. Looks like we have some comments. Oh, take Laporta for $4 next time.
That was when we were complaining about not being in the top of the draft.
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah. Well, that's it. So
yeah, that's it for this show. It was a real marathon show. Those
way
best
past Peepaw's
shows,
bedtime.
those best ball shows beat me up. But so yeah, thanks to Peepaw running the board for his first show. All praise to Peepaw. I don't know. Our next show may not be for a minute. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm trying to think when we might.
Definitely NFL draft.
Post draft.
Yeah, like post
Yeah,
draft.
I'm thinking post draft, like maybe let it marinate for like a week or something, and then I don't know, just kind of feel out the rosters a little bit, and then we'll probably do a post draft show, and then I'm thinking at that point maybe we have another couple months off, and then I don't know, maybe we watch a little Guts or something, and like we can always do that. And there's 3 of us, so like now we can just, everybody can pick a winner. But let's see. And then I think like in the summer times whenever we're gonna get into like our division breakdowns like we did last time and things like that. Also we probably won't call it the God Squad. That was really cocky of us. And it didn't really pan out. So we'll come up with something like the Pretty Good Boys or I don't know. Like the Pretty Good People. We'll come up with something a little more humble, I'm sure, or we'll just double down and I don't know, something better.
Right.
But we did get a late comment. Matt Kogar staying the whole time,
The whole time.
and he has a special request, and I think we should honor it. Peepaw's on it.
This is Boots Donnelly. When I'm not busy coaching the Blue Raiders, I like to drink a Pabst Blue Ribbon. So next time you're cracking a Pabst, make sure you dedicate your next DUI to me, Boots Donnelly.
All right. Thanks, Boots. Appreciate it. Thanks, Matt, for watching this entire 1.5 hours.
That was really cool of you. You didn't have to do that, but you did because you're a true fan.
Next time I'm up in the WAD, I think I'm going to have to meet Superfan Matt because
He lives down the street.
He's a good man, sounds like. So, so thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all between now and the draft. I'm fixing the way out.
Laugh, love, like, subscribe.